Genesis 33, New International Version. Jacob looked up, and there was Esau, coming with 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the 2 female servants. He put the female servants and their children in front, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph in the rear. He himself went on ahead and bowed down to the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Then Esau looked up and saw the women and children. "Who are these with you?" he asked. Jacob answered, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." Then the female servants and their children approached and bowed down. Next, Leah and her children came and bowed down. Last of all came Joseph and Rachel, and they too bowed down. Jacob, feeling the weight of his past actions, decides to send gifts ahead to Esau. He hopes these offerings will soften his brother's heart. With each step, Jacob's anticipation grows, wondering if Esau will accept his gesture of peace. As Esau approaches, he is moved by Jacob's humility and the gifts presented to him. Instead of harboring anger, Esau embraces his brother with open arms. He expresses that he has more than enough and insists that Jacob keep his possessions. Their reunion is marked by Esau's unexpected generosity. Overwhelmed with relief and gratitude, Jacob thanks Esau for his kindness. He acknowledges that seeing Esau's face is like seeing the face of God, for he has received him favorably. Jacob's heart is filled with joy as they reconcile, mending the bond that was once broken. As they reached the crossroads, it became clear that their paths were destined to diverge. Each one, with a heart full of memories and hopes for the future, took a final look back. Though their journeys would now be separate, the bonds they had formed would remain unbroken. Life, after all, is a series of partings and reunions, and so, with a mix of sadness and anticipation, they went their separate ways, carrying with them the lessons and love they had shared. As the sun began to set, Jacob gathered his sons and spoke words of blessing over each one. He shared his hopes, his dreams, and his love, imparting wisdom that would guide them long after he was gone. The blessings were personal and profound. A father's final gift to his children was with his family surrounding him, Jacob took his last breath. The room was filled with a sense of peace, a quiet acceptance of the inevitable. His journey had come to an end, but the legacy he left behind would live on through his descendants. In another part of the land, Esau reflected on his own journey. He understood now the choices he had made and the paths he had taken. There was a sense of reconciliation within him, a peace that came from accepting his past and embracing his future. And so the story of Jacob and Esau came to a close. Their lives, filled with trials and triumphs, had woven a complex tapestry of family, faith, and forgiveness. The end of their journey was not an end at all, but rather a new beginning for the generations that would follow.